Shalom. This is Brother Yuan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. The title is, Can Women, Wine, or a King Stand Against the Truth? And the answer is no. And this is a beautiful story, man. I reread today. First Esdras, the fourth chapter. We're actually going to read the third chapter first, just the setting. Okay? But actually, let me get my mic real quick. Bear with me. Okay. So we're going to read First Esdras, the third chapter, and the fourth chapter. So we can get a perspective, man, because in all actuality, we've been given the greatest weapon. We've been given the greatest weapon a man can possess. And it is this reading this today got me pumped up, man. I got excited, man, because it's so beautiful what the Lord has endowed us with. So this is First Esdras chapter 3, and we'll start here at 1. Okay. Now Darius reigned. Now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects and unto all his household. Remember, when the Persians was ruling, man, they had possession of much land, of pretty much damn near the whole known earth at the time, majority of it, many provinces. That kingdom was vast. Okay, so as he starts naming all the people that were there, put in perspective how big this gathering was. Different people, all the different nations. Okay, and the Lord likes to do that. He likes to show his power, amongst. He does it so many different examples throughout the volume of the book. He shows his majesty to everyone. Okay. And unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia, and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him from India unto Ethiopia. 27 provinces. Vast, man, vast. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied, were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awake. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another, Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall King Darius give gifts, great gifts, and great things in token of victory. As to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and an head tire of linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius's pillow. And he said, When the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest. To him shall be the victory given as was appointed. So, all right, there was going to be a great reward for who had the wisest saying. All right, the first wrote, wine is the strongest. The second wrote, the king is the strongest. And the third wrote, women are the strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory. To be expounded on in the next chapter. But let's keep reading. Now, when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him. So, the king, the writings are placed under the pillow. King wakes up, and they're given unto the king. And the sending forth, he called the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants and the chief officers, these men, right? These men of high esteem. True wisdom is about to be shed upon these men. And sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the verse who had spoken of strength of wine. And they all had good points, but one reigned supreme. Okay, verse 18. And he said, thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine. It causeth all men to err that drink it. And oftentimes, if you're in a setting with men or you're around a new set of men, there'll be one that gives you drink, or when a father's testing out, his daughter's husband, he'll give him drink, to see, okay, how stable is this man? What kind of mental fortitude does he have? All right, but continue on. It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one. It levels the playing field. If a man doesn't have, self-control and mental fortitude. Of the bondman and of the free man, of the poor man and of the rich man. It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt. All right, and the Lord even is written that he say take a little wine, for your afflictions, for your stomach's sake. It can be a good thing, but it also could be turned into wickedness if used in excess. It maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor, and to speak all things by talents. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords. You know the guy that he have a couple drinks and he gets beside himself. You can't take him anywhere because he ready to fight everybody. Especially when the niggas start drinking the Henny. All the Henny jokes. But that's true, man. Like, a man will forget his love both to friends and brethren. And a little after draw sword, you hear so many stories about, especially Jake's, incidents happen because, they got a little tipsy. Jake have a couple drinks in the club, public setting, and he ready to fight the first dude that looks at him long. All right, but when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. O ye men, is not wine the strongest that enforces to do thus? And when he had so spoken, he held his peace. All right, now let's go to the 4th chapter. All right. Then the second that had spoken of the strength of the king began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over sea and land and all things in them? But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and hath them. For he commanded them, they do. If he bid them make war, the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go and break down mountains and walls and towers. They slay and are slain, and transgress not the king's commandment. If they get the victory, they bring all to the king, as well the spoil as all things else. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry, they have reaped again. They had sown, they bring it to the king, and compel one another to pay tribute unto the king. And yet he is but one man. If he command to kill, they kill. If he command to spare, they spare. If he command to smite, they smite. If he command to make desolate, they make desolate. If he command to build, they build. If he command to cut down, they cut down. If he command to plant, they plant. So all of his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore, down, eateth and drinketh, and taketh his rest. And these keep watch round about, neither may anyone depart and do his own business, neither disobey they him in anything. O ye men, how should not the king be mighty, when in such sort he is obeyed, and he held his tongue? Right, then the third, who had spoken of women and the truth. This was Zerubbabel. This was an Israelite man. He had the truth standing. He had, foreknowledge and sight being given, and in right began to speak. O ye men, it is not great. It is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who ruleth them, or hath lordship over them? Are they not women? Now we get on the women often, but I'll say this, and just like he's about to say, the same way we're the bride to the Lord, he's done so much for our sake. He went and died for us for our sake. He's made a kingdom for us, a place that we can go. You do the same thing for your family, your household, starting with that woman. She's wicked at the end of the day, but a lot of the things a man does is motivated to keep that woman. But and it's true, the thing is, our main woman is this knowledge. You understand? And that's seeking the Lord. Sophia, seeking his wisdom. All right. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women cannot men be. Yeah, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or anything goodly, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, they do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? And leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yeah, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sail upon the seas and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits, something we do not do. All right, but it happens, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and have sinned for women. And now do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him, made the king's. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Then the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasses the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Who makes the heavens and the earth? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. Okay? And the Lord is truth. All right? All the earth crieth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it, it is no unrighteous thing. Okay? Nothing can stand before the truth. Even lies, eventually, they fall, they crumble before what is true. When everything is said and done, the truth comes out, man. It always comes to light. A man that lives upon wickedness and lies the truth will destroy him. A man that seeks the truth and walks in it, it lifts him up. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such are all the wicked works. Their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. And their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong, and liveth and conquereth for evermore. With her, there is no accepting of persons or rewards. It simply is. That's why nobody can do anything against this truth, but for the truth, as the scripture said. But she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth. And there's only one God of truth. All right. And that's the God we serve. And with that, he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said, great is truth and mighty above all things, man. And instead of, seeking to sit at the king's right hand, what he desired when the king bestowed, he said, hey, man, whatever you want, I'll give it to you, even above these things that we upon. He wanted to go rebuild his country, man. The Lord used this man to what? Go rebuild the land. Even had it to where, certain parts of Judea that the Edomites possessed here in verse 45, they had to give it back to Israel, man. The Lord gave occasion to put the people back in the land. So that was beautiful. I was reading that while I was at work today. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash, and give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I'm gonna say shalom to all the brothers and of course a few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon you. Shalom.